listening to the Hanging from the Rafters podcast.
I dislike it on a personal level.
I dislike it extremely.
I'll
I don't
play much
hate it,
more then.
but I dislike it to the point where if you don't stop, I may hit you.
With Chris Rafter,
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Why don't you go back to fucking France or wherever the hell you're from?
Pull it out. Let's see it. What are we even fucking doing here?
Austin Rafter,
I can't believe what's happening to me. You ain't going nowhere.
Fans.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
and Bryce Silver.
Ghana herpes syphilitis. I got it from this one tramp that I was with. Come on, you idiot. You gonna? What do you mean? Anyway, brother, here's Wonderwall.
That was terrible.
Slowly guides it into the lawn. It's
Yeah,
not like
it's-
he's like
it's
going. It's
not
not like,
hard.
hey, like across town, get it across town. Like I get it's also be like, if I were 12 years old, I probably would have fucked it up too a bunch of times.
But you gotta remember, he's 12 years old and he's parking
Yeah,
Cadillacs.
parking Cadillacs.
Just the way he talks the whole time is silly to me. I don't know why. You know what's funny too is like seeing the picture of the actual guy versus Ray Liotta is not even close to the same.
The guy looks like a rat. Like he's
He
got
looks
like
like a
really
rat.
rat-like features.
You offering that to me or you just holding your hand out?
I'm offering it to you.
You're a nice person. This is brought to you by car keys and other things.
Yeah.
This is very clearly you're gonna use this
marijuana.
particular thing to unlock your car.
Yeah.
That movie always pissed me off because all the food looks so good. Like one of my favorite scenes is when they're talking when the wife when Karen's talking about getting into the family. They're saying we were only ever at each other's houses, right?
Yeah.
The cake when the kid's birthday's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up looks fucking delicious.
yeah.
Looks like a Costco sheet cake, man. And those are basic as shit, but they are sweet and tasty.
Hey,
and
I-
then the big ass plate of meatballs later in the movie. When it's not meatballs, it's chopped up sausage with gravy on it.
Yeah, see, I remember.
After
That's fucking delicious.
Paulie talks to Henry about dealing junk.
Was that where?
Honestly, never heard a word of this
Oh
movie
yeah,
when the
that's
food
when they
was
get
on the
out.
screen.
Because even
Yeah,
the,
right. You kind of everything fades
even
out.
I
like
don't
You're
know
just
what's
staring.
going on when the food's on the screen.
None of it.
Even the gravy when they're fucking in jail, you see that the look of that looks delicious. Fucking,
Don't put too many onions in the sauce.
I didn't put too many. I put 2 onions in there.
I put 2 small onions in the sauce. How many cans of sauce did you use? How many cans of tomatoes did you use? Put 2 whole cans in there. What are you saying? I put 3 small onions in.
I put two. He's like, I put 2 onions in there. You don't even think he said like what size they are. Just I put 2 onions.
Hey Tommy, how do you like your steak? Medium rare. Medium rare. An aristocrat. You know, he used to stink up the joint something awful, and the hacks used to die,
Hacks
but he
used
could
to
still
die.
cook a great
I don't
steak.
know. Is the hacks cops? I don't understand.
I think it was the old guys, but I don't know.
Is it like the fucking? Is it just like the people, the people in the other cells, and they're like, this stinks. Like they probably fucking sit there and yell and like, this fucking knock it off.
That could
and,
make
like,
sense. That could make, but even though they were in their own little kitchen, I don't know. But
That makes
what
me
I do know is that Paulie had a system for the garlic. They got it. No, sorry. Used to cut it with a razor blade, so thin it would melt in the pan,
Melt in the
liquefy in the pan. That's actually a thing though. Like if you can really get that shit like nice and thin.
Yeah, cut it
Oh
with a
man, it just
razor.
like absorbs into the sauce. I've made tomato sauce a few times. You tried one
know
of
what
them
makes me
over at
wonder?
the cabin, and it's first of all it's fun to do, but like if you can nail it, you're just like walking around swinging your dick. Like I just made fucking red sauce, bitch. And it's like, dude, you literally added 4 ingredients together and made it delicious.
You know
You're
what that makes?
listening to Bryson Austin's movie review.
Yeah, movie review of Goodfellas and food.
It also makes me wonder how many times he cut his thumb, and
Oh.
there's a lot of blood inside the gravy or fucking whatever as well. And he's like,
That'd
fuck
be
it,
more
we're just
accurate,
gonna,
right?
Let's gonna put it in. Like,
There's a bunch of bandages on his fucking thumb as he's doing it.
Gives it that penny taste.
Yeah, yeah. You know those coins. You know, it's that copper. It's that copper. Do your thing.
Guys, you're listening to the Rafters podcast. I'm here with Austin and Bryce and Timmy and Mo.
Mo is just sitting there being the goodest boy.
He's got a lot to say today.
He does. He says, "Ah."
So
Pretty
much
amped up
to
about the
say.
Breonna Taylor verdict.
So much to say.
Yeah, that was fucking wild. Who expected that? Not.
Everyone.
Yeah, like right? Like, did anybody really? Like, I don't mean to be an asshole. I really don't. But and I'm not saying that what happened was right. I don't know enough facts, and I don't care to simply because everybody's stressing their fucking minds out. I get panic attacks enough as it is.
What are we
I
talking
don't
about?
need to have that. Breonna Taylor.
Oh.
You know, the whole cop shooting her in the bed thingy, you know,
No one got
this
charged
happened,
for
that
her
happened.
murder.
No one got charged
Oh,
for a murder.
yeah,
They
that's
paid the
right.
family something like 12 million or 17 mil. What was it?
It's pretty
They
fucked up.
charged one officer for shooting into a separate apartment.
Yeah, for
complex.
missing her.
Oh, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you
for
gotta-
endangering other people, which is funny.
Get better at
Yeah,
executing.
yeah, you
people.
should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
better at killing someone you shouldn't be killing. But like they gave the family a settlement of like 12 or 15 or something like that $1 million,
Yeah.
and then didn't charge anybody for a murder, and everybody's like freaking out. It's like, bro, I really hope that you drafted these posts beforehand because I could have told you this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, do you really think with qualified immunity they're gonna sit there and the state's gonna be like, yeah, these cops were wrong?
They have qualified immunity, so Hammer, you can't sue.
Qualified immunity is basically a superpower for cops.
There's this another subreddit called Self-Aware Wolves, and it's just people who just like, you're almost there, you almost got the thing, and someone had posted that like, I'm a nurse, and if I like went into the wrong fucking patient's room and gave them drugs and they died, I would go to jail for life.
No, you wouldn't.
For doing fucking, or I would be sued and go to jail. And then fucking.
Yeah, you'd probably.
I don't
be
know. I saw
sued
Grey's
for-
Anatomy, man.
No, you'd probably be sued for malpractice, but you're not going to jail.
I don't know. They tried to get some guy on a felony in Grey's Anatomy, and we all know that Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy is the pinnacle
see Grey's
of
Anatomy.
accuracy in
No,
hospital life.
That's all facts.
forget
It's
about
100% facts,
Our
no
registered
frills,
nurse,
no
Tim,
bullshit.
Our local
Grey's
RN,
Anatomy,
Tim.
you could basically be a nurse or a surgeon after watching that show enough, because it is so 110% true, every bit of it,
Oh yeah.
that you'll be trained well enough to be one of those people. TV will teach you how to be a doctor.
We're talking about Scrubs, all right?
Yeah, that's right. I got them mixed up. Grey's Anatomy is the fake one.
talking
Scrubs
about-
is the real, like
Scrubs
the
is the
down to
real
earth,
shit.
lots of facts one.
Honestly, like as far as like the legal fucking shit goes, Scrubs probably is a little more accurate.
Oh yeah.
Feel bad for that
fucking-
lawyer, man.
That's where fucking Kelso's whole thing, where he's just like, yeah, the whole point of us is to make this hospital money. So like, he always seems like a huge dick, but then when you get old, the older you get, you're like, yeah, it makes sense.
Well, I
It's
mean,
still
their
business.
budgets increased by the state and the Fed, you know, when possible, simply because they're seeing more people.
As an adult, you're just like, Dr. Cox is an asshole. This guy's just trying to keep the hospital open, and he's just fucking in his way every step of the fucking way.
dick.
You mean
Real
Kelso,
man
right?
asshole.
One of them.
Cox was
Because Cox is the one who's like super crazy surgeon dude. Like,
We're talking
No.
about
you got to
Cox?
be right.
Yeah, but like
well, his whole thing was
he
he
was
cared
always
too
going
much.
against Dr. Kelso,
Yeah.
and Dr. Kelso's
Oh,
trying to
Yeah,
like,
he like cared too
do
much.
things
so-
to keep the hospital running.
That's what I thought you were saying. Was that Kelso's the one doing that, and Dr.
Yeah.
Cox is the one that's trying to like save lives.
That's what he's saying. Is like Cox is like
Oh, my bad. My
Cox
bad.
in relativity to Kelso or fucking
Yeah, my bad.
Get it
I
fucking
fucked
together,
it up.
dude.
I fucked it. Why didn't you tell me anything?
Christ
God,
sake.
Why didn't you
fucking
say
everything
anything?
up?
As a kid,
Fucking our
you're-
Scrubs power hour up.
yeah, as a kid, fucking like Dr. Cox is the hero because he's saving that one character that you got invested in this episode.
Yeah.
But as an adult, you realize Dr. Kelso's the one keeping the hospital
Yeah.
running
The doors
and
are
saving
open still.
hundreds of lives.
But what's his name from The Mummy dies? It was his friend.
The mummy guy.
Brendan Fraser died.
and
Brendan
everyone's
dies.
crying.
Remember he?
I'm afraid you need a
Well,
song.
Brendan Fraser's character died because he decided to go on a trip
He's a
around the world
jackass.
and never got his shit checked out.
I'm
Like,
glad he's
had
dead.
nothing to do with the hospital.
You're
Was it
f-
actually his shit that needed to get checked out?
He had to get
We were
all his
watching-
shit checked out.
Maybe he got his shit in order.
Bring it
we're-
over.
We were watching the Doom Patrol and fucking
Yeah.
live action Doom Patrol,
Yeah,
and the least believable part about it is Brendan Fraser is this big fat race car driver. he's finished. He's pretty
Most of
chubby.
them are actually pretty
and he's-
thin.
They're all like,
surprisingly.
yeah, you lose,
course,
you
it's weight.
sweat a lot. It's
Yeah.
hot in there.
Yeah, it's hot, and then fucking believe it or not, controlling that car.
Yeah.
It's not just like driving
Well-
down the freeway. You're going like 200 miles an hour. Fucking
Oh,
what the hell is that?
Nah, you
Have
didn't
you
kick
seen
back.
Tony Stewart? He's
You
always been
text and
pretty
drive.
fat.
Okay. There's gonna be
him?
those guys. There's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
seen
those guys.
Tony Stewart, you moron.
I was
Come on,
thinking
man.
of,
It's Tony Stewart, the number whatever car.
I was just thinking fucking like Danica Patrick or Jeff
Danica?
Gordon or you know,
Yeah.
you can't spell Danica Patrick without TNA, otherwise it spells dick prick.
Nice. I like
Right.
that.
Right.
I like that.
Okay.
True. Amen.
It does. It does spell that. I just paid. Oh my god.
It was on fucking. I remember it was on a Celebrity Deathmatch, and they're just like, you can't spell Danica Patrick without TNA. He's like, that would spell. I was like, what would
Dick
how would I
pic.
spell dick prick?
Oh my god, that's great. I was on Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah.
Man, that was when they did the Resurgence or.
I think it was the original one.
Oh man, that was a funny
I
ass
think it was
show.
a part 2 of the Two Towers.
That was the
Yeah,
the
where they
fucking
did the
announcers
things.
on the original were the best.
They were, yeah.
Fucking, I don't remember their names, but the fucking old dude, like fucking.
Was
The
the one with
fucking
the
old
mustache and the one with the long face?
Well, I always like to have
Why
like
the long
random
face?
people too
Claymation.
that like you forgot were celebrities. Like, I think Weird Al has one or two. I think he wins his first one. He like kills a guy with an accordion. It's like fuck yeah, dude. That's Weird Al for you, man.
Weird
And
Al
I'm pretty sure they
sounds
did 80s Weird Al, not 90s and 2000s with like the long, like stringy hair. Like if you look at him now, he looks kind of like just a normal band geek. But if you look at him back from the
Afro
80s,
Weird
dude, he
Al?
looks like an 80s computer like,
shit.
programmer
UH.
or accountant.
UHF or whatever.
He's got like the
it's called,
Jew,
Weird
yeah, he's got
Al?
like the Jufro and
Yeah.
fucking the goofy glasses and everything, and you're like, oh my god, like they look like different people
Yeah.
entirely.
Like a perm, right?
I don't need new episodes of Celebrity Deathmatch because it could never be done the same.
No.
I just need the old ones remastered.
Oh, all right.
Like,
Fine, we won't do them. We
Fine.
won't do them.
I
No,
don't-
no,
I don't
shut
think I
it
ever
down.
Saw the new one.
Tim's out.
Yeah, Tim.
They had it up for like I think like 5 or 7 episodes. It wasn't much.
Dear
it's just like a lot of shit,
MTV
like,
or
you
whoever's
can't be
doing
as offensive
this.
as you used
Get
to
it
be,
together.
I, Tim Morris,
Can't
do
say the
not
same shit
like
you used to be
your
able to say.
resurgence of Celebrity Deathmatch. If you
It was
do
like
not
when you-
stop it, I will be angry.
It's like we were saying about the fucking people that won't watch the NFL because they won't stand for the flag. It's like they're watching it, and even then, if they're not, like, oh
You know-
no,
You know they
They're
also
just
have
hard
to
to
highlights.
work and telling everybody they're not watching
And
it.
they also
yeah,
well,
that's exactly what's happening.
either
They're getting
that or they
online
have-
and telling everyone they're not watching it. I'm not watching it. And by the way, the Patriots are going to win by like
Yeah.
what? How would you know? I was
I see
watching the
over-
Vegas.
I'm still doing fantasy league.
I'm still doing fantasy and I'm still betting on it. I'm still gambling. So, I'm not watching it though. So it's not the same. It's not the same. I burned my jerseys. They were
remember
all
when
like really
people
old
did
players.
that,
I got them when I was a kid, but I
yeah.
burned them so that I mean business.
They already have my money that I spent on them, but whatever.
Whatever. I just lost property and value on its own.
I spent like $100 on this fucking a month ago, and now I'm mad at this player. So
I'm expecting a call from the
burn
NFL to
this.
get my customership back, to get my viewership back.
Customership?
Any minute now, they're going to call me up and they're going to say, you know what, Randy? We need your viewership. Can
we're
we
gonna
please?
pay you $1 million.
What can we do to count on you every Sunday? Randy. Because we're losing our ass on these
Randy.
TV contracts, Randy. Randy.
Rain
I
Rainbow
love
Band?
shit like that. Like I have an aunt that's she's probably like in her 70s or 80s, but she regularly makes Facebook posts
Fake
that start
aunt.
out with, "Dear Mr. Trump."
Oh my God, who do you think is listening? Do you think you're sending a message to him in the first place? Like, first of all, that's not going to work. And second of all, he doesn't read them things. And third of all, you're on your own timeline.
Yeah. Even if you at him,
Dear
and, like,
God.
he can see that. He doesn't look
No.
at any of that.
She doesn't even add him. It's just "Dear Mr. Trump."
Oh God.
Dear God, it's Martha. Are you listening?
Let me hear it. I got tits.
I got 2 boobs here.
You got big boobs.
I got 2
Yeah.
big
I
boobs.
got
Big
boobs over
boobs.
there.
They call me Boobala.
Oh, my boobala.
Booby.
Yeah, I don't know what they think they're accomplishing. Those TV contracts are signed and paid for. And like, oh well, the NBA viewership's gone down. Yeah, not enough to make anybody reconsider.
I think my parents actually paid to watch the OU games this year.
think
'Cause they're like
the-
making.
Oh,
they're
the
on
Big
their-
12 network.
They're making you pay for.
Yeah,
the Big
them and the
12, yeah.
SEC were like, hey, we got our own TV contracts, bro. Like, we
Yeah.
don't need the NCAA to
Which
tell
it
us
was
that
just
we
like
can
50
play.
I think it was just like
Shots
$50.
fired.
It was just like $50 for the season.
I
So
think the only thing the viewership really affects is those TV contracts are worth a little less the next year.
Absolutely, they are, because then the market shifts and whatever.
Well, they're also gonna
But
take
I
the
don't
market
honestly
share.
believe that. I mean, we're talking about how like everybody's like, oh, they're not gonna have any fans in the stadiums. That'll show them what it's like when we boycott when we come back. No, it won't. They make no money from that.
No, honestly,
That's
it'll-
maintenance on the
it'll-
stadium at
what-
best.
And what it'll really do is it'll teach them how to make money without you.
For real.
Or
And
they'll
guess
just
what?
make
No
a-
stadium for you. We will play in the practice facility, and you will suck our dicks. It's like, what difference do you think you're making by not going? Like, they don't need that money. It's literally to pay the fucking workers there. That's all it's for. That's all it's for. Maybe monster trucks, because that's not on television. You know, when
they
they
have
bring
to play
monster trucks
somewhere.
into the fucking Levi
Well,
Stadium and shit.
it's
But
just
like
a-
when it comes to fans not going, it doesn't matter. None of that matters.
Well, it's
16 games. Oh my god.
Nothing matters.
People just project that onto that silly idea of like vote with your dollar,
Well-
and they assume that
Vote with your
like
dick.
my dollar. Yeah, when that means like any time I don't buy a ticket, they're fucking. They're fucked.
They're missing a
fucked
valuable
now.
customer.
They're
and-
fucked.
Well, and then on the radio and on TV and shit, they sit there and they're like, the NFL is gonna lose like X billion dollars by not having fans in the stadium.
Oh,
Yeah, out of the hundreds of billions they're gonna make,
Yeah.
it's okay.
They'll be fine. Matter of fact, they've
But
been
y-
expanding.
But you hear billions and you immediately jump to like, oh, our money matters.
Well, you
No.
think you're $1 billion, and it's like, no, that was AT&T and Comcast, and you know what I mean. Like it was all of them. It was Warner and you know what I mean. Like
Warner?
no one actually knows that like
children's
none of your money really doesn't matter that much. Not as much as them TV dollars. You
You
watch
don't
at home.
think,
You watch at home and you enjoy yourself.
I've never seen anything.
Do you think when
don't know
they
what a
do
TV
like
is.
when they first when they initially okay everything for opening back up?
Okay.
Do you think they're fucking gonna like be filled again? Do you think like their fucking Levi Stadium?
open
or,
the
Raider
Absolutely, in
Stadium
some
shit is gonna
stadiums,
be
but
full-
not so much in others.
I wonder
so
if like yeah. I'm
you'll get
thinking-
all the southern states and the central, you know, the middle
Central
America
workers.
states, and then the diehards maybe. Like believe it or not, I have a feeling MetLife Stadium in New York, regardless of the Jets or the Giants, like
Well, damn
are
Jets.
you know whatever, the goddamn Jets, they're gonna have a packed house.
With the
'Cause
Jets,
it's the
play
Jets.
at MetLife
Both
Stadium?
the Jets and the Giants have
With
always
their-
played at
Share
the same
stadium.
stadium.
With their garbage turf.
Jets
that
and the
fucking has been
Giants?
injured
That
Yeah,
killed the
every week.
49ers
The
last
New York
week,
Giants.
and we'll kill them again this
Yeah.
week.
Oh yeah.
But
Football.
I think that you think that MetLife would want to buy the Mets.
No,
got
I don't,
that
I
in
don't
the
know.
name.
I don't know why you'd want to buy the
Shut
Mets.
up. The
They
Mets-
always
the
suck.
Mets
Yeah,
play
it's
at-
true.
The Mets play at City Field.
Sons of bitches.
The municipal stadium. No, I'm just kidding.
No, like City, like the
Playing
bank.
The
someone's
Yeah,
municipal
City Bank
waste
Field, yeah.
stadium.
Yeah.
Was that
I said municipal waste stadium.
the Municipal Waste Stadium?
Yeah,
Yes,
I hate it,
it's
and I feel
sponsored
like
by
an
the band.
asshole.
Actually, people get that wrong. They think it's the waste facility. No, it's the band that sponsors it.
Sponsored by
Idiot.
They
long
give the
hair.
stadium a whole $5,
Sponsored by 54-year-old dudes with very long hair.
and that no one really likes anymore. But they liked when they were younger because it was the only kind of harsh music they had.
thrash metal.
Yeah,
They really like saying they liked them when they were growing up.
but they got the shirt, and then they like, all right, I can't listen to this shit anymore.
Yeah.
That was like, it's funny listening to older like metal and hardcore bands because like you could tell like with all music it gets better after people
Death
like
and
hear it
shit.
and then perfect it.
Yeah.
So like with all those old bands, you're like, yeah, that's sick, and then you kind of like listen to the new ones, you're like, I'm listening to that instead.
And then also the recording quality on a lot of these old bands.
Oh.
You realize, they had no money.
They didn't have
really have-
shit. Yeah, they recorded on one of those
Yeah,
fucking
once they
yak
get-
backs from the 90s.
Once they get bigger, they usually remaster. But even then, it's like you listen to like Death or something like that. You're like,
yeah.
oh man,
Oh,
it's really
God.
simple. And I bet you like that one point, there's got to be a one point. They're musicians, so they're like, fuck, we want to do something different, but we know if we do, people will fucking hate us. So like, we just have to keep doing the same thing again.
Yeah, it's like Less Than
Oh,
Jake when they
there's-
try to release pop albums.
There's a lot of like
They release
fucking,
pop albums?
There's
Pop
a
punk.
lot of celebrity
Oh, yeah.
musicians out there that are like, I fucking hate all my music.
Well, like Bruno Mars was doing radio music before he got all the unorthodox jukebox like records, you know, or the record deals.
Like that fucking
Baby, I brought you flowers, and held your hand. You don't know that one?
I don't
Give
really.
your
I probably if I
mind.
heard it
You're
like
way off key, but
on
I know
a
what song you're
song.
talking
I am
about.
dead on, you asshole.
It's
Don't
more-
try to
it's more
critique
about
my
the-
singing. I'm the best
it's
singer
more-
on the planet.
you son of a bitch.
You sack of shit.
I think it's more about like the background music for a lot of those types of music, so like that radio type music. That
Or
fucking-
Treasure, you know?
I just think of that fucking.
That's another
that,
song
he
that-
did the fucking. Wow, what the fucking girl sing hallelujah. Woo. It's
Girl,
like,
sing hallelujah, woo!
Yeah.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Yeah. I hate that song for some reason.
I hated it at
It
first, but I
feels-
really like it. You
it's
know what?
'cause it's
You know
not-
what album's good, dude? That 24 Karat Magic one, dude. It's like got 10 rip-off riffs
Is it?
that when he sings over them, it sounds better than their original songs. You're like, wow, dude, he ripped off that
Damn
one
it.
beat, and then you're like, I like this better.
He
Fuck
ice
whoever wrote
iced.
this.
He ice iced baby. They're fucking under pressure.
For real, dude. No one gives a shit. Everybody like when that song comes on, everybody goes, oh, and then under pressure. And everybody's like, oh.
Yeah, but then
Shit.
when you realize it actually is under pressure,
It's
you're
just
like,
once you
"God
hear the
damn it."
but you're like, fuck.
Why did we have to? Can you turn the song? Next song,
I think
please.
actually a comedian has a fucking bit about that. And
It's
like a
true,
whole
though.
fucking-
You know what though? You're probably on YouTube, so just scroll down and Ice Ice Baby will be there.
It's like, your Beethoven
Race,
comes
race,
on, and all of a
baby.
sudden you realize, like, oh man, it's just fucking, Mandel playing it.
I always
Nelson
just
Mandela.
wonder if
God
Vanilla
damn it.
Ice, when he got blowjays, did he say "nice, nice, baby"?
You got blowjays.
These are questions we should be asking.
These are important.
No,
whatever his
he-
fucking
I just
name is
remember
in
they
real
did
life.
a
No, he said, "Come on, bitch, get it."
they did this show for one season that fucking it would have old singers who had like a really big song, like that MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice and a bunch of people like that.
One hit
Where
wonders.
you'd sing
One
one
hit
hit
wonders.
yeah.
The actual VH1
They'd sing
show.
their
yeah.
song and then they sing like another song and they do it all for like charity. I don't
yeah,
really know
yeah,
what the
and it's
charity
almost
part
always
was.
bad.
But yeah, he did his, and he's all into that. He's in that like fucking metal phase, and so he's doing it like it's metal. He's like, fucking
yeah.
ice, ice, baby. And at the very, he's like, word to your mother. He's like, fucking. I think you missed what people liked about
Scream
your
my mother.
song,
Ice.
dickhead.
Ice, this is not what we paid you for, man.
Well, it's funny realizing most of those guys like came. Well, not most of them. That some of those guys like him, Michael Bolton, and fucking Nickelback,
Fucking Michael
Hoobastank. I'm trying to think of others. They were all like heavy metal bands beforehand. Like Hoobastank and Nickelback were borderline like deathcore before it started. Like they were playing shit
Really?
like Meshuggah would. Yeah,
That's
like not necessarily so
great.
fast, but like
Yeah.
just like
That's a
more
fucking- that's
technical,
funny.
and then
I really
more.
like
it was
it.
just
Hey,
dark metal.
if
And
I
you're like,
made
wait
the
a
I
money-
feel
fucking
like I
second.
really like a
If-
metalcore fucking Hoobastank.
If
It
I
was
made-
Yeah,
awesome.
right.
If I made the money Nickelback made, I'd play that fucking shit music that they play in too.
Right.
They'd
Sugar
probably
Ray
make
played
fucking
hardcore pop.
millions
I'd,
of dollars.
I'd play Photograph every fucking night for that
Oh
money.
hell yeah, dude!
Just over and over again.
Twice per listen though, because I already listened
seven
to it
times,
once per night.
seven
Open and
times a
close it.
show.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like whenever you're too drunk to remember what their next song on the set was. Photograph again.
Just do
Let's
it
do it
again.
again. Look at that
It's been
photo.
15 songs in a row. That's like when you fucking rickrolled your mom and the rest of the family. He's at his parents' house for a party. Rafter and his brother are. They're at his parents' house for a party, and they had the Alexa going on with Bluetooth capability. Or were you saying
I
it?
kept
think we
walking
were
by and
there.
say, Alexa, play, what is it called?
Never gonna give you up.
Yeah.
that song.
By Rick Astley. And
Rick
fucking,
Astley,
he said he had it on for like 17 plays in a row or something ridiculous. And then his mom finally realized it and changed the song. And then maybe like 5-10 minutes after that song, he fucking changed it again.
Oh, it's so easy, 'cause especially when they're fucking drinking. They're like, that my dad gets all excited about a song specific. He's
But
a
for the first
cowboy
5
today,
seconds-
and so he wants some country music on.
Cowboy.
And so he goes and puts it on, and
Cowboy
then like
music.
when you're walking in to get a drink or something, it's like fucking Alexa, play "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley, and just walk away. And he's like, he's always in the backyards and doesn't realize for a minute or two. He's like, what the fuck is this? And then he'll get up and go put another fucking country song on, and you repeat the process.
There's gotta be a way to.
It's a lot of fun.
There's gotta be a way to program that thing to like play certain songs when he asks for.
It
cowboy
probably
yeah,
music
yeah,
or
yeah.
I
Cowboy
don't know.
music
set
and
up-
it instantly plays
Just
Rick
set up
Astley.
like a routine, so when he says plays cowboy music, it plays.
Yeah,
that.
once it hits, once
But
the so
make it-
once the
make
fucking
it
play
association-
Irish music.
Make it play like 2 songs that he
Oh my
does
God.
like first, so he's
love
like
when he does
away
that.
from it when it starts.
I need to find who has that app, and I'm gonna do
I
that.
think it'd be
That'd
funny if you said
hilarious.
like,
Sam
he'll
was-
say
well,
Irish music, he'll say cowboy music. What else will he say? Like figure all those out, right?
yeah.
What he
Yeah,
will say
yeah,
into
well,
it,
90s,
and program
80s music.
every single one of them as a Rickroll.
I wonder
Yeah.
if there's like
Every
a,
single
if there's,
one.
like, open
And
code.
put them all like a different number of tracks
You
into
could
the
just already do
playlist.
it.
No,
Upload a
immediately, so that he
process?
goes
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Because you want him to walk
yes,
away
the
from it
routine
first.
That see,
When you
I think
say
him
play
being
Irish
mad
music,
at the
play-
Alexa right then and there, being mad at the thing right then and there is funnier. My
Oh, yeah.
personal opinion. I think in a party setting, you are right because that's how it worked and it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I'm a little more malicious, dude. I just
Yeah.
want him to go insane
know.
after saying 10 different songs and types of music.
Well,
Play
oh, yeah.
Buffalo Soldier.
Well, that's
You
what.
know
never
if
gonna
you-
give you.
Well,
up.
that's
You know if
it
you
actually
set it
wouldn't be
up,
hard when
But
it.
you know if you set it up where he has to get away from it first, he's eventually going through that screen door like pissed off at it. Like,
God damn it, this fucking
He's gonna
song.
call Alexa a bitch.
Why is it on every single playlist?
if he's in his
A lot.
room, he's coming down with a gun to shoot the Alexa. Like,
Not even the right gun either. Coming down with a handgun. You know,
So you
protect the
said-
family.
You set to play at 3 in the morning on the weekends. Not on the weekdays. Not when he's working. Don't be a dick. That's fucked up.
So
Only Saturday morning at 3 a.m. and Sunday morning at 3 a.m.
that hey Alexa scream whatever, you know, it's pretty shrill, right? And fucking Nikki's dad set it up for like 10 minutes or whatever when he was because he lives.
As
he-
an alarm.
He's living with his mom right now because she's old and frail. Unfortunately, she's in
Ma.
the late 80s at this
Ma.
point,
His
and so he
ma.
takes care of her. And he's
Taking
living
care of his
there,
ma.
and he set the scream for like 10 minutes while she was using the bathroom.
Just to
So
fuck
she
with
had
her?
no clue. Yeah, she had no clue, dude. And the worst part is that where they have it is in the dining area / kitchen. You know, you have like the kitchen over here, and then the dining area, and the table's right there against the sliding glass door to get in the backyard. And there's a nightstand where the counter is for the kitchen and the sliding glass door.
Can you
and then
draw us a map, please?
and the table that
really
she's sitting at
describing
right
it
there is
beautifully.
right next to it. It's right next to it. So she's sitting there reading
Wait.
through her mail or maybe her Kindle or something like that, and this fucking bitch ass Alexa screams hell loud. She had no clue what was going on. She fucking screams with it, and her dad he laughs kind of like Ray Liotta in Goodfellas. So like he just has this like sinister funny guy. He's laughing at it, scaring the. He could have given her a fucking heart attack, bro. Like she's in her 80s. What are you doing? What are you thinking?
He had a head attack.
Hey, you got a thing going on with the feedback loop
you got stuff
detected.
with
That's
the
pretty crazy
things.
right
So
there. We're gonna commentate on that there.
That scream thing is pretty funny for like somebody that's like an old lady. But you know, like if you did that to somebody like his dad, like he'd immediately know, like the kids are fucking with me.
And he'd be
That's
Why-
pissed.
That's why
He'd be
the
hella
music,
mad.
That's why the music thing's funnier
Great. Kids
because
are fucking.
there's a chance that for a little while he'll think this Alexa's just fucking up.
Yeah, for a minute he's like, "What the
piece
hell's
of
going
shit."
on? I don't understand this."
He's a
This is
piece
not
of
right.
Shit. He fucking sucks.
That's why you changed yours from Alexa to another word that I can't say out loud because it will listen to me.
Computer.
Computer. It's actually a pain in the ass
What
though,
up?
because it seems to have like anything that starts with a hard "k" sound will start to wake it up now.
Cunt.
And
Cunt.
so, yeah.
Cunt. Cuntaturder.
Well, I don't know. It's just like I'll just be
Computer.
watching TV. I'll just be watching TV and you just see it like go, and then you just hear like, I don't know what that is. Like,
I don't know what that is.
Which is really
Liter
fucked
of
when you're
cola.
not expecting it because all of a sudden you just hear somebody talking right next to you.
holy fuck!
It's like I was home alone.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to murder you. I think it'd be you hear about like they added the Batman voice to Waze. They should have said
Oh,
that to
it's
Alexa.
not very.
Is it shitty? Like
Yeah,
is it shitty? Like
But
is it some
is it
dude
like Will
going?
Arnett?
The Riddler one's better and it's still shitty, but the Batman one, it's not even somebody trying to do the Batman voice. It's just somebody talking like this.
It's a fucking smoker.
I'm Batman.
He doesn't even say
I don't
anything
know
like
you.
Batman related.
Yeah.
Like it's just
I'm Batman,
Turn left.
the
Honey, I'm
Riddler. The
Batman.
Riddler one, at least every few turns, goes like, "And watch out for the Batman." Like, and
That's-
that's about it. Like,
That's
Some of those
gay.
voices are awful.
I just remember fucking when I was getting my license, doing the driving hours for my permit shit. What the dude had a GPS, and one of the voices was like a British person, and he'd be like, turn left here, pup
go
cheerio.
It's
fuck
like-
yourself.
Yeah, it's like cunt. Turn here.
Yeah.
Woo, man. They playing these college football games. We exchanging scores right now.
Oh yeah.
I think we might have to take a highlight break to see these things.
My dad was fucking pissed that like, oh, you lost.
Well, he always is because you
Alabama's
always
up 28.
lose
It
this.
was
Both
funny
sides.
because
Oh,
they were
you
actually
sucks.
killing. They were like killing them until the very end of the fourth quarter.
I'll admit they had
and
me in the
then just
first half.
fucking ate shit.
Yeah, fucking Miami, Florida is beating Florida State 52-10,
Yeah.
and somehow they're 3-0. I didn't realize they already played 3
Well,
games.
that flipped. A few years ago, it would have been the opposite.
Yes, it would have. But then a few years before that, it would have been just like this.
Yeah.
Funny how college football works.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Please make sure to listen to the messages from our sponsors.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
I can't seem to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. I can't sleep 'cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer, Kiss to say, better. Run, 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 run away. Oh, oh, oh. Psycho killer. Kiss to say, better. Run, 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 run away. Oh, 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 ay, 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 ay.
Told me that shit when I was like 8 years old. Just like, don't baby talk to babies. Like,
Your mom made sure that you knew at a young age.
I'm like, I'm a kid.
She assumed you were
Why is
going to
this
have
so
kids
serious?
really young.
Tim, when you have a son in 2 years, when you're 10,
Tim, you're trash. So you're going to end up having a kid at like 14 years old and...
Mom, what are you trying to say
It's like, good God,
exactly?
Mom, don't talk to me
Is
like
it the
that.
baby thing, or are you trying to tell me that I'm going to have
Hey,
one
Proved
before I
her
should?
wrong.
Got your
Showed
ass.
that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's weird reaching that
Now I'm
age.
52. I have no kids, no wife.
Well, yeah,
just to prove her wrong.
yeah, that'll teach
17.
her. It's weird being
gonna
the age
die
where your parents
alone.
are
Just-
asking why you don't. You like where you're either not married or why you don't have kids.
Well, the first age you pass for that, like I've already passed the age where my mom had me. Like
How
I'm
old is she?
way
Like
past
22,
age.
24?
27.
20, okay.
Yeah.
My mom had me at 22.
I think my mom had me like 20. Actually, no, yeah, 24, 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like okay. Now I'm 31, and of course my aunts, my mom, fucking everybody is like, yeah, it's crazy. Like when the kids do that, you'll learn that soon, won't you? Won't you? Won't you be learning that very soon? Like within the
Fucking-
next 9 months?
No, actually, I'm looking for a woman that does not want to have kids.
Yeah, I got kind of lucky with that one with Nikki, like, cause I actually kind of did want kids, but like thinking about it, like I think the best way to sum it up, right, is I'm never going to have to put a dog through college. You know what I mean?
And to sum it up into a single word, the.
You say or I said.
I said.
Yeah, I mean, kids are fucking expensive, man. Like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. And the worst part is like the first at least 4 to 5 years, you can't go to shows, like metal shows. You can't go
Nah,
to
you can
fucking
bring their-
movies.
I've seen trash parents bring
Nah,
their
you bring
kids.
them.
Bro,
with the,
okay, if you're trying to be a
headphones
trash
on.
parent, that's another thing. But
Get 'em a
I don't
beer.
know that I'd willingly be a trash parent to
Either
my
that
child.
Or you give zero fucks about who you hire as a babysitter.
I think it was at a
If you
tech-
got the money, man, that shit's expensive.
I think I
I'm
went
not
to a
paying for
Tech
I'm not
Nine
paying for
show.
concert tickets and a fucking $150 babysitter. It's not happening.
Yeah, you pay for $100 one.
Oh God,
cheap
Jesus
out
Christ,
on
man!
it.
You just made my concert cost me
Then have
$150,
two kids, so one wants the other one.
Maybe sneak him in.
and that's just me going alone.
Hey man, he's like not even really listening to music, so just let him in
Just
for
leave
free.
him-
Come
Can
on.
you let him in
Just
for free? He's got the
leave him.
headphones on.
He's
Right.
just gonna have a few beers and hang
leave
out.
it
Leave
have
him in the
one
car
beer,
with the windows
one.
cracked.
If the window's cracked, it's fine. No one will be mad about that.
Just
You
leave him out
everybody
there.
leaves their baby in the car with
Yeah.
the window cracked.
As long as you
Some dog
crack the
food.
window,
I,
everyone
I,
some
gave,
dog
knows.
food.
I gave him a bottle and
Even
a
on the
toy.
hottest days, it's fine.
Yeah.
As long as the window's cracked, it's the rule.
The window's
Hey,
cracked,
hey,
it'll
hey.
be
It'll
fine.
You come back, your
Yeah.
windows smashed, like there's cops standing there waiting for you. Hey, I cracked the fucking windows,
Hey,
so
man.
like, get off my
No.
back.
Or
That's-
better yet,
no.
you yell that you saved my
Honestly,
son or my daughter. You saved my child. I was looking everywhere for a
I remember
locksmith.
there was
Dear
one.
Lord.
That's the wrong answer too. The right answer is you come back and be like, "Whose car is this?"
What happened here?
That's crazy. Whose car is that?
I remember this fucking.
Not
there's
me.
this,
I don't have kids.
There was a video of this like a baby in a van, and like they smashed the window
Driving.
open, and the baby's like soaked in fucking sweat, and they clearly had been there for a
get
while.
out.
And the mom comes out and she's like, doesn't understand why they're mad at her. She's
she
like,
came out of a
he's just hanging out in there.
What do you mean,
She
though?
I
came
just
out of a
ran
salon,
inside.
Too. It was like a nail salon or a hair salon. I know the video.
I think it was like
talking
I thought it was like a
about.
Best
Jesus.
Buy.
She was like so surprised she was getting arrested.
I don't get it. The kid, the window was cracked.
He's fine.
It's gonna be fine. Oh, you know the video that really did fuck me up was watching these, Antifa, Black Bloc, whoever the fuck they are. I don't care who they are. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, African American block.
African American Bloc. Watching them beat up someone's car, and then they smashed the back window, and apparently there was a pit bull in there, and that pit bull was well, no, it's not going the way you want it to go. I really wish it did go that way. I don't care what the person in the car is quote unquote guilty of in their eyes. I really don't, because I agree with some of the things that these people were there protesting. I agree with some of them, but you smashed that window, and I found out there was a dog in the car, a pit bull in particular, which I have a very big soft spot for. And this poor dude put his paws on the glass. I don't know if he cut him. I don't know, but you could see it. He was scared for his life. He would not get out of the car.
Yeah.
He was standing there just barking through the windows at the people, trying to get them to leave, and they're sitting here bashing this shit. And all I can help to think is like, great, you scared the dog.
Great.
Fucking
Now
dicks.
I'm definitely not on your side. Like, this guy could have murdered a child, but that dog told me all I needed to know.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not on this guy's side.
I don't
either.
like him either, but
I'm
his
here
dog.
for the fucking dog.
It's the reason why I was on Buffalo Bob's side and fucking Sounds of the Lambs. 'cause
Buffalo
he had a
Bill.
little
He had a
buff-
puppy.
He had a little puppy. So
Buffalo Jim.
Buffalo Rick.
Buffalo, yeah, it's
I don't
Buffalo
know.
anything but his
he
name.
probably would have eventually skinned
Steve.
that little dog.
Yeah, most serial killers kill animals.
Killer kill.
Not him. He loved that dog.
said-
He
Yeah.
really did.
That was
That's the reason. That's how the girl gets out. Because she
That-
takes the dog. And is like, I'm gonna fucking kill your dog if you don't let me out of this bitch.
Yeah, it turns out that was Pebbles number 15.
Yeah, right? I just bought another one. I just found another one from someone that died here.
The first 14, he hugged them and loved them and squeezed them too hard.
And then they went to sleep for
Is
a
he
long,
retarded?
long
Is he
time, and
just
they
a-
had to give them
Is
to
he a
the...
giant retard or a serial killer?
A little bit of both.
Yeah,
a
it
little bit
could
of
be
both.
both.
They massage it. And then they go.
I killed it.
I never understood that with people. They always glorify nowadays like these serial killers. Like, oh,
Retards.
it'd be fucking cool to like talk to that guy. It's like, why would you want to talk to that guy, dude? You know you killed animals before he started killing people, right? Like, you know that? You're aware of that? That happens with 90% of them. That is a clear psychological, psychopathic
Well,
trait.
didn't
Even if
Dahmer?
that's not
Dahmer
the
didn't
case?
kill anyone. I thought he just tried to preserve them. Wasn't
No,
that
he
his
killed
whole
several
thing?
people.
No,
And then he was found with
animals. I thought his
Oh,
whole thing
animals.
was just preserve.
no.
finding
The
dead
first thing they
animals,
found him with
preserving
was a
them.
dead pigeon.
Yeah,
They found him with a dead bird, and then he killed the neighbor's dog, like most good serial killers will do.
Did
Oh,
Ted
there you
Bundy
go.
kill animals?
I'm not sure about him. That's a good question, actually.
So there you
But
go.
Most of,
Your
most
whole
of them
shit's
do.
wrong.
Most
Ted
of them
Bundy
do.
raced dogs.
No,
That's-
I don't know. I'm not
Ted
saying
Bundy
this like I
alone.
know he didn't.
That's it.
I'm asking an actual
Yeah, no,
question.
he's saying
like,
it to
did
me.
he?
Ted Bundy ran pit bull fights.
Minute
Now
makes
it's
your
funny.
whole
Yeah,
point.
now he's a
moot.
funny guy, huh? Yeah, most serial killers and most psychopaths, when they start killing, it's animals. It's household pets because that's what's available.
I think what you guys told me recently, I just found out that
Oh, we tell you a
Michael
lot
Vick
of shit
just-
to fuck you up,
Michael
bro.
Vick
So let's
just,
hear
dr-
it.
just drown
We
was
lied
like
to you
fucking doing that
a
whole
lot.
thing to get the dog finding. He would do the drowning, like he would like
Michael
drown
Vick?
them nearly to fucking death, and then like throw them in the ring, and like they just fucking fight for
Because
their
they're
lives.
panicked now. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
think they're
panicked.
dying.
And then I was watching
That's a
Family
common
Guy the other
practice.
day, and they do the it's like and now back to Lady and the Tramp and Michael Vick, and like they do the spaghetti scene, and he picks him, he fucking slams their head in
Oh
water.
my god, it's fucking terrible. You know
It
the worst
makes it
part
so
is
much
like
worse and
is
funnier.
like that guy did his time, but at the same time, can you really forgive him?
No,
You know what I mean? Like, can
No,
you forgive
you're a
anybody that did
fucking
their time?
scumbag.
Like, you still did. Like Mike
Not-
Tyson. Everybody
not
fucking loves
without-
Mike Tyson right now, but he was convicted
what?
for rape.
Yeah.
Not for sexual assault, not for fucking, misconduct, not for any bullshit,
I-
for rape.
I could have forgiven Michael Vick if he had maybe thrown for a few thousand more yards.
Right? Because, I mean,
No, it's about his
O.J.
performance.
Simpson ran for over 10,000 yards.
Yeah.
That's a
Get away with
lot.
murder.
Yeah, that murderer ran
And he
for
made-
over
and he's part of the
10,000
fucking,
yards.
The Naked Gun movies. So
Yeah.
Also, I kind of believe he didn't do it.
I mean,
What?
Kinda, but mostly he did.
dickhead.
Like, there's a part of me that wants to believe that
all
he didn't.
done.
But at the same time, like, that whole nice guy thing has to be a facade, right? Like, everybody who's ever met him has been like, he's really fucking nice dude.
Sweetie.
And
Real sweetheart, yeah.
to be honest, I wouldn't forgive Mike Tyson for the rape. I just wouldn't say I don't forgive him to his face.
No, absolutely not. I'd call him the best that there ever was and shake his hand immediately.
You're pound
In a
for pound
cold
the best
sweat.
fighter in the world, right?
Imagine if you make it way worse by like you meet him, you're just like me, like I don't think you raped her.
I really don't think you raped her. Thank you, Mr. Tyson, for being a
He
great
was the
fighter.
rapist. Shit.
He would immediately lose his mind. Yeah,
He's having
been
like a
hitting the head
bad,
a lot.
he's just
like
having a bad
lot.
day, and he's just like, I've been trying to fucking get away from that.
Everybody likes him
Crack.
now though because he has a fucking huge grow up. He grows a shitload
Is he
of
gonna
weed.
start fighting again too?
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
the
Exhibitions
person
only. They're not going
he's
to count.
slated to fight
Yeah,
somebody
of
that's
course.
quite a bit farther on in age than him, and it does not like I
And
don't
not
remember
nearly
the
the
dude's
athlete?
name, but it's
His grandpa.
not going to be pretty.
He's like
yeah.
he's like 4 or 5 years older than Mike Tyson. Which, in case you didn't know, Mike Tyson is still 30 years
a
old.
lot of people are telling
That's
me
a
that
lie.
guy-
No, that's a lie. He's in his. I think he's in his 50s.
Oh, I was like,
But-
what the
but-
fuck?
But physically, he
The
never
timeless
really
being.
stopped training.
Of course, yeah. Of course, still strange. She
Yeah,
probably
he's been
doesn't
he's
take
been
some-
fighting since he was 18, and
probably
before
doesn't
that,
take the fucking blocaine that made him the fucking nut that he was in the ring, but
oh, his coach,
anymore.
or the actual cocaine.
The actual cocaine and Customato. So both of them, they're both.
Did
his
he actually do cocaine before
Customato.
fights and shit?
No, he just did a lot of cocaine in general. I think.
I did not know that. I mean, it would make sense.
I know he
State
talked
juice.
about he's
Seriously,
like
dude,
he
so
partied
much
a lot. He's a young
Nice.
kid. He's a young kid fighting and had a shitload of money.
Millions
out
of
of nowhere.
dollars.
Yeah, it's a shitload of money.
Dr. Rock.
Well,
said
that's that crazy thing
Rock
with
all fine.
who's that fucking fighter right now? Mayweather Jr. He's
Floyd
like
Mayweather.
he can't read,
No,
but he's like
no.
worth a fucking $170 million. So he's like, I don't need to read. Like I have
Fine,
other.
kick your
Of
ass.
course, at the same time, it's like maybe you should learn to read a little because that's how you get all your money stolen from you.
No, that's not because all he has to do to quote unquote read is hire a good lawyer
Yeah,
and
he's hired-
financial
you hire the
planner,
right-
and he's done.
But
it's over.
that lawyer steals your money. He's a fucking.
That lawyer
Yeah.
is getting paid for a reason.
Fucking
He's
heavy.
paying that guy
Yeah.
before he even asks questions.
He's not getting wimpy. He's getting the full hefty.
Whatever the fuck that means, I agree
Big
with you.
dick.
Whatever that means, I totally agree with you. Did you see that band Shrine of Malice is coming under fire recently? I know you don't know who
Who?
this band is. Yeah, right. Who? What the fuck? The big
Not
thing in
them,
the metal
no.
scene right now is to be outraged by everybody, but this one's great because this dude thought it was a really good idea to like I don't you know, I guess it's sexual assault because she's
Yeah.
fucked up and like he's like got her by the throat and he's like tongue kissing her, but it turns out it's his
Oh
girlfriend.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that's.
but she's fucked up, right? So
He's
this
got her
is
by the throat
non-consensual,
here,
right?
huh?
So this is some sexual assault right here. But dude thought it'd be a really good idea, like really good, to like do a video of it and like look into the camera a bit too while he's like
what a retarded.
tongue
retard.
fucking her face, right? And she's very clearly not there. It's kind of like first of all, I felt gross because ew, they're kissing.
Yeah.
Who kisses
Yeah.
when they have sex?
Gross.
That's fucking gross.
Don't look at me.
You kiss someone to
kisses
say that you
anybody
like.
anymore?
I love you, honey. Mwah, there you go.
Don't
But
you
you're
laugh
kissing
at
during
it.
sex. This is not right. This is not natural. Okay, people. People, you're not supposed
People.
to kiss in
Folks.
any way during sex. It is
People.
gross.
You just had your dick in her mouth when she was completely passed out.
I mean, that's
What are
fine.
you
know,
doing?
whatever. That's you know, it's not about that. It's just the
Yeah.
act of kissing is just ew. Ugh. You know, this.
That's
You know,
enough.
Gross.
you know, whatever. So he's
What
doing
a
that,
gay.
and then he decides to. Hey, the guy decides to follow up after this comes out with a nice long set of text messages and explanation of how he was also very fucked up.
Dope.
You know, and
It makes it right.
He's heading it off at the
He
pass.
has all these
Everyone knows
things
it
where
makes
she's
it
like
right.
trying to blackmail him, but it's not very convincing. That like it's very clearly about this event. It's more along the lines of like. Yeah,
He's trying to put
there's some trailer trash metalheads doing a bunch of Xanax and fucking Roxy's and shit. And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, he thinks this will, well, we were really high on a lot of drugs, myself included, and she was fucked up, you know, but
So
I
it makes it
only
good.
took one and she took two. So like, you know, it's cool though because
Can't
we were
handle her
boyfriend
booze.
and girlfriend and like, you know, and it's like, oh my God,
Everyone
dude, just
knows.
quit the band.
That
Just
makes it
quit
right.
the band
Yeah.
and go home and don't talk to anybody for the rest of your life.
Stop
You're
digging
never
holes.
Dude, why are
some
you
of these
taking a
people,
video
like-
of this?
Yeah.
But some of these people, like after the like event has happened, like, why do you keep going and
main
talking
event.
about it?
Oh my God, every comment on the band's page is about that. And then, yeah, this dude has to, because everybody's doing that, he has to come out and say something, right? But of course, he's the guy that says, hey man, she was
Says
fucked
all the
up,
wrong
but like,
things.
you know, before the video or afterwards, I kept asking you, is this okay? And you said yes. And it's like, bro, like you're taking
So
fucking
you didn't
Xanax
get you
and
didn't
shit.
get that part of the video. She probably should
Guys,
have.
you
She probably
imagine
should have
this
gotten
shit.
that part
Yeah.
into the video.
Forgot.
Okay, I roofied her, but I asked if it was
fucked up on
okay, and she
Xanax.
said, yeah,
A little something in
okay.
the
She
camera.
She said,
She said, no.
so it's cool, guys. Don't worry. I have these text messages.
It's okay. It's okay.
That,
She fell earlier that night.
It says she's asking for drugs, so it's totally cool because she's asking for drugs in the text messages. And then, by the way, guys, I felt it very necessary while I was doing the bad act to take a video because you know
what he
that's really
shoulda did?
important.
He should have said that she
Don't-
fell and hit her head, and he's trying to keep her awake
She ran
because
her
she might have had a
doorknob.
concussion
sexually assaulting her,
sexually
right?
assaulting her.
Yeah, I was just
I
trying to
figure-
keep her
I
awake. I was like,
figured
honey,
the-
I was
kiss
trying to
me.
make sure
I
that
figured
she
the
didn't fall
shock of
asleep.
a good unwanted banging would wake her right
That
up.
would do it. That would be the one that got her to be awake.
You gotta stay
And I had
awake.
to videotape it so people could see that she's not falling asleep,
Yeah,
so I can show the
concussion.
paramedics that she
She's
was
awake.
awake before.
She's nodding
Before
off,
she was
but
awake,
she's awake.
Kinda.
And by the way,
She's
she's high on Xanax.
She's on
Oh
the-
yeah, no, I am too. Yeah, no, me
So,
too, me too.
If we didn't believe you before you tried to explain all these things,
We-
we really don't believe you
Not
now.
even close now, dude. Oh my god, like it's the
No, that
worst.
works out.
It literally should be like the only thing you say is, "Hey guys, I fucked up. There's nothing I could say. I can't even say sorry." The end. The end. After that,
that,
anything you
guys.
say is just. It doesn't even matter if you have definitive evidence. You know what I mean? Like at that point. Go to court with that if you really
Go with
want.
Christ,
But
brother.
There's no court of public
Go with
opinion that is going to be on your side. What are you
You're
doing?
gonna lose
That's
every
why
time
the
on that one.
celebrities that can like pay for somebody to tell them what to say come out and say, "I am sorry for the events that happened. I am really regretful if anyone was offended or hurt." They don't say a
bad.
goddamn specific thing.
It's
They
not-
don't
it's
try
funny-
to explain
it's funny
anything.
to
No,
think-
this guy put his fucking sob
Just,
story
I'm,
out
I'm
there.
I'm sorry that I fucked up, and I'm sorry if anybody was offended.
Hashtag
I'm not
my
gonna
bad.
say
Hey,
what I
everybody,
was
if you want to
sorry
do that, if
for,
you
but
really
I'm
want to
sorry.
see how ridiculous this all looks, the band is Shrine of Malice. I think the singer's name is Greg, which is a real good guy
Greg
name.
Malice.
So you don't expect
Oh.
this kind of stuff.
John
I
Shrine.
His name's
googled
Greg?
it. It said they fucking blow.
It said they fucking blow.
Hey, yours fucking.
Shrine of Malice sucks, everyone. We're gonna have him on the podcast next. Actually,
Shrine.
Hey, we're gonna hit him up.
this
We'll give
might
him a
be
chance.
thing.
We're
That
gonna
was
give him a
O-Town's
chance
website.
to
Do any of
defend
us-
himself here.
Do any of us have big enough balls to invite them on and pretend
I'll
we don't
have
know what's
fucking
going
hit
on,
them.
and then ask a bunch of rape questions?
I
I'll hit them
totally
up.
do.
Yeah.
What do you think consent means?
I
That one we'd have to
absolutely
do
Give me
on a
the fucking go
Saturday.
ahead
Say
and I'll
us
do
some
it.
drinkies and. ask
I
us
might
questions.
just have them on the hanging from the. I feel like a sack of shit for doing that though.
I'll ask.
I know
No,
the guy's
no,
a sack
no,
of shit.
no,
I
no,
know
no.
that.
I will
We're
ask
giving
all
him a
the
chance to
questions.
defend himself here.
Yeah, you're
So-
No, you can't.
We're
You can't
good
say that.
people.
You can't do that because they'll immediately know you're gonna grill me.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like you can't give them
well,
any
see,
inclination that you know.
This is how we reason it to
Where
ourselves.
were you the night
We
in-
pretend to them that we have no idea what's going on.
I'm
we
gonna
just
give him
love
a
your
fair
band,
chance.
and we
to
just love
defend
your
himself.
band, and we want you on our podcast. And then when we get here, we're like, "Here, we got you! Boom, we got you!" Fucking, what the
Yeah.
fuck you say, motherfucker? And they're like,
I'll ask all the questions if nobody wants to. I don't give a fuck.
we're like, "Why'd you rape?"
Hey, so what,
The
what are
first
your feelings
question,
on rape and
why'd you
sexual
rape?
assault?
With the
First
rape.
one. First one, dude.
Why'd
Hangs
you
up.
rape?
What is rape to you?
We'll just pick a random topic. I don't know. Rape.
We're just gonna start off on something random.
Yeah.
Raping, sexually assaulting your girlfriend while she's passed out.
You
and
said
you're
you weren't
choking
gonna
her.
do this. I
Would you
said a lot
ever
of
do
things.
something like that?
Well, I was going to ask you about racism, but I felt like that'd be just kind of boring because
Play it
everybody's
out.
kind of on the
Yeah.
same side on that one. But rape, you know, you got big divergence. You know, there's people that
And
don't know and people that do know.
And we're
Which
gonna get
person are you?
specific here. We're
What do
gonna
you
get
feel like you
specific
might,
here.
you know, how do you feel about
We're gonna go
sexual assault,
Pacific.
sir?
We're gonna get Pacific here.
These are very Pacific questions. We're going to get very Pacific about it. Yeah, that was great to read this week. It was wonderful. I found out from a friend who posted a thing, something along the lines of, can't we like bands whose members are not complete sacks of shit? And my answer is a resounding no.
Nope.
Have you ever? Do not meet your heroes, folks. I'm not saying this band is famous. I'm not. But do not meet your heroes.
like
just
the band,
in
yeah.
general.
Odds
right?
are at least one of them is
Did
a
he
total
fall?
fucking piece
I think he
of
dropped
shit.
his
if
thing.
not most of them.
For real, like most artists in general of any type are kind of fucked in the head. Not necessarily bad, like, you know, like they'll rape people, but some of them will. Some of them fucking will. Look at the Amber Heard shit with Johnny Depp.
Oh,
She's the
yeah.
fucking actress
Oh,
who's
geez.
like
Yeah,
manipulating this
she got everyone
motherfucker.
on
she's
her
an
side.
actress? I thought she was a fucking athlete.
No, she's
Amber
an
Heard? No,
actress.
she's the gal who played Mara in Aquaman and
well,
several
yeah.
other things.
Okay. I thought she was a fucking soccer
She's
player.
she's showing her boobs and something. They're nice. So.
Yeah,
But,
she's a good-looking gal.
she's
I'm not
sexy.
saying she's not, but I just feel
She's
Johnny.
sexy like a
I
chocolate
feel bad for Johnny
strawberry.
Depp for falling into the honey
Fuck
cut.
out of Johnny Depp.
Cut off part of
She
his finger,
fucking
didn't she?
almost chopped his fucking pinky off. Like
Yeah.
the tip of his pinky off. They
Yeah.
like they sewed it
She-
back
hey,
because she
bro,
didn't get it all the way.
You want to hear something
Hey.
hot about Amber Heard? She took a shit in their bed.
Oh yeah,
That's sexy.
Hey,
That's sexy.
like
I
while
bet
he was
she-
gone too or something.
I bet she fucks like a goddamn porn star.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why
you
he
could
didn't-
put that thing anywhere.
Well, that's why he didn't initially release it. When she's blaming him, he's like, I might get some still.
Because he was getting that
she's
good
gonna
shit.
come back and apologize for being crazy. And then like she didn't, so he's like, all right, I gotta show them that I'm not the fucking bad guy
Bitch
here.
chopped my pinky off when I
That
tried to
mother-
say that
she's
I'm sorry.
crazy as hell.
The hell, man! I didn't sign up for this.
This bitch is
Yeah,
crazy as
it was
hell.
great. She was in an episode of Criminal Minds, and she's a manipulative bitch who tries to frame a guy.
Oh, that's fun.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Fucking ironic. And then she's in Aquaman, and she's just, the hot love interest who's going to be in the sequel.
Who kind of sucked? Like she kind of sucked his
She's
marrow.
gonna be a rapist in the sequel.
I thought she was fine. I just,
I was expecting a little. It was more. I guess it's more about the movie itself. She didn't really suck his marrow. It was more that like their portrayal of her as Mara was a little lackluster.
I don't know. I
for
thought
me.
they portrayed her as bad bitch the whole time. What did you think she looked like?
I don't know. It was
Because
more.
I mean, she
like-
bailed his ass out several times, and then when it come to fight on her own, she fucking turned a bunch of
See,
wine
actually,
into
I
fucking
don't remember
winesicles.
Aquaman too well. I'm thinking of
Never
fucking.
seen it.
It's pretty good. Good action movie.
Dick and
But I'll tell you this:
Balls.
every transition is met with an explosion.
Yeah.
And something explodes, and the bad guys are there.
Yeah.
And it's like, can you think of a better way to do that? It's like, all right, this is the plan. All right, you guys got the plan? Boom! Everything fucking starts happening again.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, whatever. Hey, this is a serene moment. I think I might love you, but I'm not going to say it. We're about to kiss. Boom! Fucking, that moment's
Yeah.
ended. All right, cool. Anyway, the fighting's over. We finally just stopped the fighting.
See,
Boom!
I keep
Fighting
thinking
again.
I keep thinking her appearance in Justice League that kind of sucked. Yeah, I think I need to go back and watch.
It was like 5 minutes, and you're
Aquaman
gonna
again.
see more of her, I think, in the Snyder cut. So we'll see how that goes.
Ooh. Oh.
Well, I mean, it's
More of
you
her
know fucking
boobs.
You're gonna
hell
see her
long.
vagina.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see full frontal, and it's gonna be her vagina. I think what she's gonna do is she's gonna say to Arthur, to Jason Momoa, she says, "I have something to tell you," and then she's gonna spread
Fuck
her
my
legs,
pussy.
her flippers, if you know what I'm saying. She's gonna spread her
Yeah.
flippers and be like, "Look at that clit right there. Lick
It's
that
like-
clamshell, bitch."
It's in there
Well,
like gills.
her vagina's
it's,
gonna have gills.
It's
Find the
spreading and
pearl.
closing like
and
gills.
them
Yeah.
flippers, baby. Yeah, it's like breathing.
Yeah, it's like a break.
A bunch of eggs are gonna squirt out of her.
Right
was
out
the
her
fucking,
fucking snatch.
I remember Futurama did that where they go in the fucking people from like Georgia or like in Atlanta because of the fucking Coca-Cola. It sped up the evolutionary step to turn them into mermaids, and
Oh
he
my
like
God.
Fry wants to fuck one of them, and he's gonna stay underwater with them.
Like
Like,
Robert Pattinson.
they're like, yeah, we can like eventually turn you into one of us or something. And she's like, yeah. So I just release my eggs and then you fertilize. Isn't that how you guys do it? It's like, oh fuck! Like he's sprinting after the fucking
Runs away.
Yeah.
Nope, not doing this. Not doing this. I'm gonna jack off on your eggs. That's weird. I gotta go.
Does that work?
I thought I could fuck you like Robert Pattinson did in that dream sequence, or maybe it was real.
Did he? Yeah. How did
What
he
is
fuck that
this?
thing? Was
Have you
there a
seen The
vagina
Lighthouse?
on it?
No.
I don't
Okay,
remember.
There's
Was
a
there a
scene where
vagina
Homeboy
on
fucks
the...
a mermaid.
Yeah.
They say, "Hey, there he is." Homeboy
Guy-
fucked a
homeboy
mermaid
fucked
once.
a-
I like seals and shit.
And now he's Batman.
Homeboy fucked.
And now
Does
he's
he say
Batman.
mermaid? I thought
What's
he says homeboy fucked a whale for some reason.
Homeboy fucked a Martian.
Martian.
is what he
that's
says.
yeah. Homeboy
But I'm
fucked a
thinking Robert
Martian.
Pattinson is like, there he
Yeah.
goes. Homeboy fucked a mermaid
yeah.
once. That's what I think about it.
And you goddamn fuck.
And you goddamn
fucking fuck.
He's so mad. The best part about those farts in that movie is that I think it was Willem Dafoe just like having to fart. But
Probably one
better
ma-
than that was me watching the movie and hearing them and being like, did Dafoe just fart?
He rip ass. Like,
Did he just
he's
rip
r-
ass right
he's
now?
ripping
It took
them
two of them
through.
before I thought somebody's farting, dude. Like somebody's actually farting during this movie. Tim, if you haven't seen this movie, you gotta watch it. It's very slow and weird, but
Kinda
there's
artsy.
just moments where you laugh where you should not,
I
and
feel like
moments to where
it's
you
kinda-
should laugh and you're not laughing because you don't realize it's funny.
That though should have definitely came out in theaters where everybody would just be sitting there.
It actually did. I think
Who's
that
Yeah,
one
we
got
watched
to,
it in theaters.
that one got to theaters before the shutdown.
It was in February. Yeah.
I didn't see it till way later because fucking.
Did you see
I
it
was
in
lazy
theaters?
about it.
I did, yeah.
So did you think somebody in the theater was farting?
No, I didn't think someone in the
Oh
theater
my
was funny. I
God,
thought
that
something
was-
was fucking up. I
That
didn't
would've
know
been
what I was
Oh,
hearing.
yeah.
It'd be great if they fucking like leveled the volume just perfectly so it sounds like somebody in the theater.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
farting.
right. Yeah, that would be perfect. Just like someone you're just sitting the person next to you and you just look at them like, what the
You know, I
fuck,
was wondering,
dude?
so do they still run film in the movie theaters? Is it
Uh,
or is it
most of them
digital?
are digital.
Like, is it
Yeah, I'd say most of them were digital, but some movies are actually on film.
But
I remember
you know
the
how,
last movie I ever really the only movie I've ever gone to that fucked up was Spider-Man 1. We went with my whole family to see it. As my dad fucking was like, he thought it looked cool, and then right
Good
as that
movie.
part where fucking Green Goblin knocks Spider-Man out, and he wakes up like on the fucking top of a rooftop, and he does like a whole like monologue with him. And like right there, it just starts doing that spin out, and then
Yeah,
it kind
yeah.
of like blots out. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna fix this. And my dad's like fucking like livid. So I
Oh,
think-
of course.
I think he had also had a couple before
I
we
only
went
wanted
to
to
the
be here
movie.
for 2 hours and you ruined my viewing
And so he's
experience.
like, you fucking kidding me? Let's go get a fucking rain check for this. Because my mom's like, the kid's gonna be pissed. Like, I probably would have been pissed. I don't
They're
get
not
to,
going to see their
I don't get to
Spider-Man.
resolve I don't get to resolve the problem.
Mine
I wanna
was Pineapple Express, and it shut off like in the middle of the movie for like maybe like 3 minutes. Picked up exactly where it left off, and then they still gave us free tickets afterwards. So we went right back.
I think
in
they
and
still
saw
Yeah.
Tropic
they
Thunder.
offer-
Hell yeah.
They still offer them to us, even
Yeah,
though they
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 usually
said,
do that.
They just said like you have to go, but like once you got out, it's a fat line. So it's like we're not gonna
They
wait
paid $10
for
or
the-
$12 for the tickets. They kind of get
Oh,
it.
That was a pretty dope night though. Like we saw Pineapple Express. Like it got interrupted for maybe 3 minutes at most, and then we got to go right back in and watch Tropic Thunder like 10 minutes later.
Two funny ass
Nice.
movies in a row. The only movie that's ever fucked up on me was actually within recent memory. It was actually within the last 3 to 5 years. We went to the Great Mall and we saw Reign of the Supermen. And the way they did it,
really?
the way that they did it was they played what was the movie right before it? Death of Superman and then Reign of the Supermen. Right, because it's 2-part animated feature. It's
Yeah,
an animated movie, so
yeah.
it's very. There's only like one showing of it a day, and so we go to see it, and we're all stoked because we've already seen the first half of it.
How do they fuck that one up, huh?
I liked it, but anyway.
I mean, like,
so-
like, how do they fuck up the?
Oh, I know,
showing?
right? It's animated. It's fucking. There's no
I think
film.
that'd
It's
be
digital.
straight digital.
But,
yeah.
the sound kept going out. Is what the problem was.
Oh,
The
okay.
sound kept going out, and it was great. You're in a theater filled with geeks.
So
And they're livid.
People are yelling, bro. Hey, the sound. What the fuck? Hey, the sound's messed up,
I love
man.
how they
I'm
think
not paying
that's
for this. I'm getting a refund. People are yelling this in the theater.
I would be too.
Javelins.
Actually, no.
yeah.
You know what?
I was mad on the inside.
Backtrack that.
I'd be
wouldn't
silent.
I wouldn't be yelling that in the theater. I'd probably get up and go find somebody that works there.
Yeah.
But honestly, I
Hey,
wouldn't, because they know exactly what's going on for the most part.
Bro, they rewound the movie. They
and
rewound the
so,
movie
no.
5 minutes and let it go from where it started fucking
Yeah,
up.
they-
Thank God.
especially
And
a
they gave us
digital
all free
movie like
tickets for the
that.
next showing of whatever.
Somebody should know, but every now and then they'll turn it on and leave the room. Like,
That's
Yeah,
usually how it
that's
goes.
where-
They
it's
turn it
funny-
on, they go to the next one. They have to turn because a lot of the movies show at the same times. It's
Well,
I
that's
think it's a
right.
matter for efficiency.
I
They,
see, I
they
think
go like
it's-
5 minutes within each other or something
That's
like
more
that.
just my laziness being like, yeah, someone else would do it.
And
I was gonna sit here
I'll
and eat my
sit here.
popcorn.
Everybody
If I-
knows
Maybe I
what's
can
going
get
on.
free
if I
popcorn
saw
out
a
of
few
this.
people get up and leave, I'd assume somebody's gonna do it.
Yeah.
But if I don't see anybody fucking moving, eventually, yeah, I'd probably get up and go find somebody.
The best one I got was when we went and saw Super Troopers 2 on 420. And
420.
it was at the Great Mall again, and if you don't know about the Great Mall, there's that Outback Steakhouse right in the same plaza area
Oh,
of the mall.
I miss
Literally
Outback.
not 10 feet, like 50, 60 feet. The entrances are
Which
from each
mall?
other. Great Mall.
Oh yeah.
So it's right there. You can go get your
Yeah.
drinks and then go in. I'm sure several people did, even though it's 420. So we're in the recliner seats, and
Yeah.
everything, because that's how they do it there. So there's a lot of
Oh, this is
space.
recently?
But you could still hear people walking because of the floors, right? And there's a lot of space and everything. And right behind us, I just hear a thump, and I say to Nikki, I was like, "Oh, somebody fucked up," like thinking someone dropped like their beer or something
Yeah.
like that. And then the movie stops like 5 minutes later. The movie completely stops. Dude comes in, and says, "We've had a bit of an emergency. We don't want to alarm anybody. Nobody needs to evacuate. Everything's fine. No one's in danger. We have to call the ambulance because a customer is having a problem. So we just want to, we're going to give you free tickets. You could stay or you can go. You get the free ticket either way.
What the
If you
fuck?
stay, you get a second one." And we're like, "Hey, fuck it. We came here to see this movie. We got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
We're staying here." It took
Tell
maybe
that
30
cripple
minutes.
to get out of the way.
It took maybe 30 minutes, but what happened was
Drag
that
that bitch
thump that
out.
I heard right behind me was some 50-year-old lady who probably had too many edibles. Just fucking crashed, dude. You know what I mean? Like, heart started going, and then just fucking, oh, too high, done. Pfft, smashes on the ground. The ambulance comes, the guys with the gurney, they come in, and they bring her down. And, bro, she's not even laying on the motherfucker. She is sitting straight up. And on the way out, she waves to everybody at the corner. She's about to turn. "Sorry, guys." I like this lady. I don't care that she passed out and kind of ruined the movie. We got through the funniest part already. I wasn't too mad. Thank
Hey.
you, sir.
All
what you're
done,
doing?
you
My bad.
fucking dick.
Okay. Yeah, it was actually really funny because it's like, I bet you someone got too hot. We didn't even know anything was going on until like there was a little bit of commotion behind us, and then the EMTs came in.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck's
shit.
going on back here? Like, so I hear a thump 1 minute, and then all of a sudden, motherfuckers are partying back behind us. And it turns out it's the lady fell right behind us, and I think she just she probably got too high, or
dead.
got twisted or whatever.
I went to an A's game with my ex on 420, and like we both had a bang bar. Like they were.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Those were like the strong ass.
Did you
chocolates
split
back in
one
the
full
day.
bar in
no,
half?
we both each had one.
Oh my
Like-
god.
And like halfway through the game, like she turns to me and she's like, "I need to leave. I need to go right now."
Yeah. Oh my god. I played a show off of half of a bang bar, like one of the high level ones. I took 2 of the pieces because they're like Kit Kats, you know.
Yeah.
They come in those 4 strips. So I took 2 of them because that's like I was like my normal tolerance. I could handle that. But it was like 100 degrees, and
Oh,
that
yeah,
particular
you're
show,
fucked.
I didn't do laundry, so
Y'all
I didn't
fucked.
have any shorts. I had pants, and I just came
I
from
was
work.
naked.
I might as well have been, dude. That would have been better. I'm fucking playing this show, and like I can't feel my fucking skin anymore. And after the show, dude, I fucking passed out in the middle of the dirt,
Holy
like
God.
outside of the fucking parking area, because I was
Dangerous.
just so fucking high, and it was so hot, and I couldn't handle it. That's exactly what happened to this 50-year-old lady.
Jesus.
And like I said, the best part is like when she's leaving, and she's just like, "Sorry, guys."
She probably
Like,
felt so bad too. Like she felt like she ruined everyone's night.
she probably did. She probably felt shitty. I can't blame her. I mean, also too, like,
and
hey,
hella bad.
we came here on 420 to party, bro. What do you think's
Yeah.
gonna happen?
I don't know about the being too high part, but I can't tell you the number of times like I've been in situations where like I'm in a place and it's so hot, like I feel like that exact same way. Like my skin feels uncomfortable. Like
Yeah.
everything's prickly. Like I feel like heavy and fucking like.
Okay, we're going down. I need
Yeah,
something to eat
like-
and a glass of water.
But it's usually though it's not because I'm too high. It's because why is it this fucking hot in here?
Yeah.
9 out of 10
I-
times.
Like there's hundreds and hundreds of people in here. Why do they not like have this bitch opened up like, for
Yeah,
some air
cool
on?
down a little. The
Not
4
how it goes.
the
For whatever reason,
418,
people are
that-
like,
that
sweat
was-
them out.
The 418, that bitch used to get into a hot
The
box.
418 itself
It'd rain, yeah,
sweat.
trickle
It would
down
rain
the sweat,
indoors.
The building itself
Yeah.
sweated. Like,
Yeah,
that, was the worst.
that and the Makla. Remember the Makla
Yeah,
during
ugh.
Impending Doom in Whitechapel?
Oh my God!
And it was
yeah.
just fuck. We were like, "What the fuck
No,
is
the-
that?"
it's
And, we
so
just go, and you
gross,
could
yeah.
see the fucking sweat on the black ceiling.
The worst though was the 418 the night that Knights of the Abyss was there.
Oh
the
yeah,
place
with
was
with Pat
Oh, yeah.
ass
for Pat's
packed.
for
Yeah,
Pat's
yeah,
party.
it was Pat's
Uh,
Memorial.
Them and
The
Alicia and I think
place
Moria,
was
right? That was like your
Yeah,
first show, I
well,
think.
Like, you couldn't.
No,
the nose?
that was my that was my first show. My first show was with
One of them.
yeah, like a fucking.
You got kicked in the
early
nose. That's
show.
all I remember.
Yeah, I remember that show.
And you're like,
yeah.
dude, I'm going back in the pit. What are you talking about?
you couldn't walk in there, and like halfway through the show, like water starts dripping on you, and you're like, "Oh, that feels amazing." And then you think about it for 10 seconds, and you're like, "Oh, that's somebody's sweat."
That it was so gross, dude. The mirrors. Remember the mirrors on the side, or even the windows for the back door?
Yeah.
They just completely missed it up. Like you see reflections of blurs, even like close up to it. That shit was awful.
Yeah,
Oh my
that was
god,
terrible.
It's funny. I
you
wonder.
couldn't get high enough to stick that.
It's funny when you realize this was there was supposed to be like a dance studio, and so fucking
Yeah.
and so like We probably fucked those floors up so bad.
Oh, we did.
For like these like
Stomping on them and
ballet
shit.
dancers and shit, and
Like,
like
what is
everything's
going
all
on?
uneven.
Yeah.
They're fucking
Dude, yeah, all the warped
kicking
fucking
their
wood
feet
because
down
of
and-
because of the shows and the
Just the
sweat.
weight
and shit.
and shit,
They're
yeah.
supposed to like jump around and shit, so I can't imagine those are a very soft wood. Like,
But it's
no,
more
no,
about
but,
the
but it's
total
about
weight.
like the familiarity with it, you
Yeah.
know, and also like it's that kind of wood for a reason. Usually in most
Yeah.
dance studios, I don't know anything about dance. I'm not gonna sit here and
yeah,
pretend
I
I
don't know
do.
shit,
But I do know that when you open a place, a lot of the flooring, you know, wall paneling, it's there for a
but
reason.
it's not.
I
Like it
just
was like
know
a
when
ballet
you,
studio though. It was like a Zumba dance. Studio.
That's true. That is
like-
true.
But I just know when you pack 300 people in there,
Into a
and
100
70
person
of
place.
them are spinning around, stomping their goddamn feet on the
And
fucking
at
middle
least-
circle of it. They probably fucked that floor.
And another 30 of them are jumping.
And
Yeah.
at least 100 of them are very overweight.
Oh, I know,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Granted, that's offset by
sure.
the other 150 of them that are malnourished.
Hey, fuck it, man. It was also a restaurant, and they gave us free Indian food
That was
several
right.
times, and it was delicious.
The 418 was where I fucking knocked that tiny ass kid over, and I felt so like I
Was it?
kicked
No, it
him.
wasn't Jared. It was the other
It
like
was
teenage
some
kid.
kid I know. Like he wasn't fucking from like the local group. He was, or he was like just getting into it or something.
Yeah,
like, his
and you
brother-
discouraged him for
and I
life.
fucking like foot go into his face because he's half my size and a fraction of my like a fucking fifth of my weight.
It happens to you, bro. I remember I was
okay. I
fucking
heard him-
19, and
I heard him
and
mutter something anti-Semitic. So.
Mario. I heard him say something, so I kicked the shit out of him. Mario from the old scene back when we were like 16. He fucking he kicked me in the ribs on a spin kick, and even apologized.
Oh yeah.
But it didn't matter because by the time he was ready to give me his apology during the show, like came
Yeah.
up to my face and was like, "What?" And he was normally one of those dudes who dick moshed and didn't care, so I felt
Yeah.
kind of nice about that.
Say, oh, thank you.
He knocked the wind out of me completely. He caught me off guard. I didn't see the foot coming, and he got his whole leg, his whole like back of his calf, right against the inside of my rib, right here. And
Yeah.
I just immediately wind gone, and I fucking ran out. I remember it was Moria and Legacy of Pain and a few other For the Fallen Dreams that were playing, and I want to say it was Legacy of Pain that was no, it was Moria that was playing, and Legacy of Pain was out by their van, and I fucking just collapsed out on the back side of it. Right in front of
God,
them.
yeah.
Just like got out the door and then just fucking spilled onto the ground. And these dudes are all looking at me like I remember looking at them like a fisheye lens, like you could see everything this way. I remember like
Yeah,
looking at them
holes.
like kind of like, oh, they're all staring at me. And then the singer's just like, hey, bro, are you okay? And I was just like, I was trying to tell I just got but I couldn't say anything.
Yeah,
So then the fucking guitar
shit.
player's like, should we help him up?
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, don't touch me, get the fuck away from me.
Fine.
Everything's fine. Just get away. He's
His-
sitting on your little
his-
vapey. You probably don't want it to taste like ass. There you
Got
go.
it right up his
His
butthole.
tail will like touch my fucking inside of my elbow, and it scared the shit out of me. I thought it was like
Oh, I know,
I thought there
right?
was like a fucking bug crawling on me.
You ever want to make a friend feel awkward? Grab their elbow at the meat between
Oh,
the
yeah.
grab them right there, or
Your
you grab 'em-
weenus? It's called your
or-
weenus. That's all I
you grab 'em
remember.
by the weenus skin, the weenus skin. Grab 'em by their weenus, or you grab 'em by the back fat on the outside of their lower rib,
Oh,
right there.
that hurts.
No, not hard. You just kind of like squeeze it, you know, like that.
Oh, what the hell?
Or
Touch
I had
you
a
there?
friend who would do that to me when I was working in the warehouse. He'd be like, I would never even know he was in the
Yeah.
fucking area, and he just, blip, blip, and it's like, oh, what the fuck was that?
What the hell? Don't touch me there.
Or
like
if
throwing
you
elbows all of a
really
sudden.
want to make him feel awkward, just show him your peener.
Just,
Show
yeah, you
me
could do
Peter.
that too, but that's
Everyone
easy.
knows.
Everybody does that. Everyone does that.
Because it's easy.
Good point, and it's effective. Everybody likes it too.
Just a zip and a flip.
Zip and a flip and you're done.
You're a zip and a flip.
Where's your
well,
brother
you
at?
do a zip, a flip, and pull.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
we.
I think
started to
he's
go a
even
little
saying it right
over
now. He's
here.
telling us to wrap it up. This guy's a sack of shit. We're talking about shows and having a good time.
Wrapping it up.
That Shrine
son
of Malice
bitch.
band raping people.
Yeah.
Fucking Tony Stewart being a fat race car driver. A lot
So
of
we
things we've
just
been
keep
talking about. Your brother wants
Tony
us to wrap it
Stark.
up.
Tony Stark, the fat race car driver.
Probably
That's how you
should-
understood it, Tony Stark?
We probably shouldn't release this episode until after we get the rapey guys on.
You know
They're
what's funny?
never
is
going to know about it.
I also, me and my brother went and saw what's it called, Arts and Scale, the girls' reunion show, And like I told my buddy about it, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck those guys." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Why?" And
Oh, they're fucking
he's
shit.
Middle Eastern, and he said they called him a spick one night.
Oh, I guarantee you, I know which member of the band that was too.
And he's like, "Fuck those guys! They call me a spick, and I'm fucking Middle Eastern. Like those fucking assholes they're being racist and they're wrong."
So I was going out with a girl that lived in Santa Cruz, like when they were kind of big, and like a lot of the
I
like
love
her
that band.
friends knew like a lot of the guys in Arsonist.
Yep.
And everybody was like, "Yeah, those guys are fucking assholes."
You hear unsavory things,
Yeah.
but you just
I've
remember
never listened.
you don't have to do anything but illegally download the music.
But there's definitely some rape allegations going on.
I
I've
was gonna
heard.
say that I didn't want to come out, but I've
Yeah.
heard sexual assault about
I think
that
they're
kind
all
of stuff.
dunzo bunzos.
Well,
for
I think a lot of
being
them
a band.
I think a lot of them that quit didn't quit because they weren't
They
feeling
were
the music.
forced to. Yeah.
Mm,
It was like I chose to leave, not
I
that I
just-
was told to leave.
I chose to leave when a judge told me I could not be within 500 feet of a 16-year-old.
when I was threatened
Yeah.
with a
then I can't play
yeah.
all ages shows anymore or go on tour, basically.
I was threatened with
Eesh.
a lawsuit.
Hey, music's good though. I can say that much.
Yeah, it's
Well,
true.
your brother's waiting at the computer for us to shut the fuck up, so I think we'll
Right.
just probably do that.
All right.
Yeah? Do you have one lined up?
Here
or anything?
I am, doing everything I can. Keep it going.
Going all for what I am.
Pretending I'm a
Superman.
Superman.
I'm trying to keep the ground on my feet. Seems my world is falling down around me. Can't remember the next verse, but it's like,
yeah.
can I
Sing
do
him a
more?
song.